USCJ. It's your boy Jaquin. Really appreciate what you do for USC culture, man. Keep going.
Going on, shout out USCJ, man. Appreciate the support. Shout out to USCJ, you know what it is. Nothing but love, man.
All right, come on in. Let's talk about it. Happy Victory Sunday, Big J. It's Victory Sunday, man. Let's don't get lost in the sauce, people. It's Victory Sunday. Big J, what's the word?
Hey, I'm not lost in the sauce. I'm happy for a victory as always. You know, anytime we get a dub, that is a great Sunday for me. No matter how it go down, I am happy that our Trojans came out on top. And we got, about 13 more of these dubs to go, according to my prediction this season.
Man, hey, look, so what is your prediction? I'm trying to remember. Let me double back here.
Hey, it is so hard to say that we won't.
You just said 13. You just said 13.
We won't win every game. It is hard for me to say that we won't win every game.
I try to tell everybody that it's hard for me. Like, to me, if I say it's like I'm going against them straight up, and I can't do that. I have a hard time. It's hard to even put out my mouth saying 11-1. It really is.
I'm just telling you, I love Eric Gentry too much. I love Amari Ramsey too much. I love Braylon Shelby too much. I love Cam Fountain too much.
All of them, man. All of them.
I love Jacoby, Makai, Jaden. I love Alani. I love Micah Benuelos. Congratulations on your first career start.
Michael Benuelos. Somebody, real quick, before you get off of that. Yeah. Somebody had the nerve, I think, to say that he wasn't athletic. Did you see Michael Benuelos?
All game.
How athletic he was, how he was moving and grooving. Oh, man,
boom.
You got some lost in the sauce individuals.
Hey,
come on, man.
All game.
Yeah.
Yes, all game. Stomping dudes out.
He was stumping them out. Hey, we say where I'm from, he was packing them out.
Hey, he was packing them out. Hey, they don't know about that. Hey, they don't know about that. Hey,
we'll leave that alone. Hey, but happy Victory Sunday to everybody. We'll leave that part alone. That part. Hey, B. Jones, what's the word, man?
What up, B?
Jamie, how you doing, man? Happy Victory Sunday to everybody, man. What's the word? Please come, everyone. Hey, listen, man. We about to do all that right now because they lost the sauce. USC party. What's the word, family? Cardinal and gold. Hey, listen, real quick. My glasses is fogging up. I got some issues right now.
Hey,
but
Cardinal and Bold speaks truth. Unadulterated truth. Oh,
yeah. And we get ready to open this up. We're gonna open it up too. We're just gonna talk about the game real quick, and we'll open this link up real quick. But I'm standing on business. I said 11-1. I put a post up and said, you know what? I'm changing my prediction to 12-0. I'm standing on business. I'm gonna keep it like that. I believe we take it game by game. I'm keeping it that way. These guys look extremely explosive. So I guess we can get on it now. Let's just talk. Let's just go ahead and talk about this game, man. We're gonna give out some grades. Let's jump on the good part first. Let's jump on the good part. Overall, from an offensive perspective, how you feeling about how we perform and what took place?
Okay, so we're gonna start with the offense first. Well, I'm gonna say congratulations to Jaden Mayava for his first 400-yard game passing. I thought that was phenomenal. For the most part, he really did take good care of the ball. There was a couple of throws I wish we can get back. But if there's any time in the season to understand when you can risk making those plays, I think it was this game or last week's game. So here's what I loved about the offense. My favorite thing about the offense, and this might sound real crazy, but it was more of a mindset thing for me. So I hate to say that I predicted this, but in the first series of the game, I was like, dang, watch us like tip a ball off our shoulders and it get intercepted, or watch the D line or the old like Jaden throw a ball, hit the back of one of our our linemen's helmets, and the ball pop up, and Georgia Southern gets a turnover deep into our territory. This is what I was thinking like 4 minutes before kickoff. So I hate to think that I was doom and gloom, but I've just watched USC football for so long. I've been in so many of these games, and I know how cyclical things are in our development, in our trajectory. And lo and behold, the first carry from scrimmage, man, we fumble the ball.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't see him do it. He made up for it. I can tell you that.
Now here's where I'm telling you my favorite part of the game was. There was a part of me that was thinking, come on, Coach Lincoln, don't abandon the run.
Right.
I mean, that was my thought. Don't abandon the run. Set the physical tone. You know, let's really show them what we all about. And then we ran the ball. Bang, 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 like 4 or 5 times in a row or something like that consecutively after that. And then Waymo got into his rhythm. He got into the flow of the game, and our offensive line, it gave Micah Benuelos a chance to really show why he got an opportunity to be in that starting unit.
And his athleticism, man. He
really,
love it.
Yeah.
So you're speaking about the offense, and you know, a lot of people they complained last year about abandoning the run. Well, Lincoln Riley, I believe he stuck with the run. Wayman Jordan, he had 16 for 167 with the average of 10.4. Long 36. King Miller, 3 carries for 55, 18.3. He had a long of 41. Eli Sanders, 8 carries, 52. Long of 19. Harry Dalton, 3 for 24 with the long of 21. And then Hassan Longstreet and Jaden Mayava combined had 11 yards. So we had a total of 309 yards rushing. My thing is, I had to hit somebody with a comment today. It was on Twitter. He said, you know what? We could have kept our defense off the field by running more. So I put this post up. I said, man, we had 309 yards rushing. What more do you want?
What more running can we do?
Yeah. How much more running do you want? So from that perspective, man, are you pretty pleased as far as where the running game is and how that's progressed right now? And we got essentially 4 or 5 backs now, like legit backs.
Yeah, I liked how Harry came in, and he looked great for a youngster. And I know King is still young as well, but it was really good to see what Harry Dalton's working with. And I was really excited about how all of those backs had the urgency in their running. There was a couple of plays where I thought they tippy-toed when they could have really hit it. But I think that the style that they were running with when they got their earlier carries, well, with the exception of King, that is, you could tell that they were reading the field and it was going to pop for them. And they each had, some really explosive runs that let us know that we've got so much competitive depth in our running back field. And Coach Anthony Jones, I mean, hats off, man. Kudos to him. I can't think of the last time we had a more capable running back room where you're happy with every back that's in there. And the pass pro from each of those backs was looking good. I'm just excited about the future of where this entire offense is looking, and they're young. Like, our offense is still very young.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the running backs, Jay, you were a part of that team that had dynamic running backs. Me and you, we had Herschel Dennis on there. And he talked about the running back room. From what you've seen of that running back room, I shouldn't even. But how do you compare it? How do you compare it? You can't compare Reggie. You can't compare Reggie and Lindell. But I'm saying from a depth standpoint, multiple backs. How do you see that?
Right, let me tell you the running backs that I had when I was there. My first years there, we had Sultan McCullough.
Yeah, he was a baller. My God.
We had Sultan McCullough, who was a starter. We had Malifo McKenzie, who was a starter. We had Justin Fargas, who was a starter. All 3 of those running backs started at some period of our season. And we also had Sonny Bird, who was a starter. We had 4 starting running backs. when I was there in my first 2 years. Then they cycled through. And not to mention, we had a bunch of depth behind them. We had Miguel Fletcher. There's a bunch of depth behind them.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get all into it. Then we get Reggie Bush. First Herschel Dennis, Reggie Bush, Chauncey Washington, Lindell White.
Yeah.
We had another running back named Jody Adewale, who was a fullback. We had a guy named Ryan Padrell, who was a thumper. And then we also had Desmond Reed. All of those guys were just phenomenal backs. And we just kept cycling them in. At any given time, we always had 5 backs, each of them capable of starting. And it looks the same now. So
it looks,
this is the recipe. Whether Lincoln knew that that's how USC was in the history or not, I don't know. But for whatever reason, he's done a phenomenal job of housing these guys. Like I said, kudos to Coach Anthony Jones. To me, this is the best running back play I've seen in about,
it's been a few years, man. We haven't seen
at least 5 years of having 3 consistent backs that we can always get appealed to.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't remember. I know when Stephen Carr was here and what you call it from Indiana, the number 30, Marquis Step. I know when they was here, I liked them a lot. I know when Ronald Jones was here, you had quite, but to have this many like this, it was just
one primary back then. It was just one. We got 4 backs that can get it done.
That can really get it done at any time.
Yeah.
And I actually thought Harry Dalton, when he came in the game, I actually thought that was Jordan because of the hair. Until I realized, and the number turned, and I'm like, wait a minute, who is that? And I was like, that's Harry Dalton. It kind of shocked me for a minute.
I thought he was injured, so I'm happy to see him. I'm real happy to see him. Really,
he looked explosive. He looked fast. He looked physical. He hit that corner like, man, I'm getting ghost on you real quick.
I love it, man. We're good, man. Our running backs look great. Our tight ends play very efficient. I thought that they blocked their tails off, and they showed a lot of hands confidence when the balls came their way. Congratulations on Walker scoring his first touchdown of his career. And Lake McCree continuing to be extremely dependable, reliable. And he brought a physicality to the game that I really love. That 12 personnel, when we brought in 2 tight ends with 1 running back, I think that is a punishing personnel group because we got those. First of all, it's going to force a lot more one-on-ones with our star receivers.
Right.
That is what I love because they got to account for that rushing attack by bringing more guys into the box and getting out of their nickel packages, which forces cornerbacks to play one-on-one, big boy
absolutely
with our phenomenal wideouts, and we got a quarterback who is showing extreme poise.
So that's gonna be the next thing. So how is this helping? How is this helping Jaden Mayava when you talk about what he's doing right now? How he's looking at real quick. Shout out Roy Benuelas. Roy, if you're just now coming on. We just kind of touched on your son, how athletic he looks, how phenomenal he did yesterday. He shows he still has that mean streak, man. So big shout out to you and your son, Michael Benuelas. So how do you think? Oh, go ahead, Jay.
So, I mean, it's kind of a loaded question. So here's what I'll say. For those of us who don't understand like personnel groupings, so 12 personnel is 1, 2. That means 1 running back, 2 tight ends. That's called 12 personnel. At any given moment, there's only 5 eligible receivers on the field, including the quarterback, who is another ball carrier. So there's 6 eligible threats to run and move the ball downfield, unless it's a fumble or a tip pass and a lineman picks it up, etc. So when we get into those 12 personnel groupings where we have 1 running back, any of them, and we have 2 tight ends, that's kind of a run heavy type of that's extra bodies on the line of scrimmage, if you will. So that forces the defenders to get out of their like speed defensive packages and try to bring in bigger guys, linebackers, or extra safeties to try to fill in the box, hybrid type guys. And what ultimately that does is it creates a lot of space in the defensive backfield where the corners have to cover a lot of ground against a guy like Makai and a guy like Jacoby. And when we do release Lake McCree or Walker Lyons, etc., or Carson, when we use our tight ends in the passing game, and that's creating a lot of windows of opportunities for Jaden to just pick guys apart. That's one of the main reasons you could see so much availability in the defense, right? Where it's like our receivers just looked open, right? Where that's how you could turn a curl route into a 60+ yard pitch and catch. That's because there aren't that many skilled DBs back there to run with our speed guys, because they're thinking pound the ball and they're thinking step downhill. So I just like the personnel group, and it does remind me of what Lincoln used to do back when he was in the other place.
No doubt.
It really does, and that's always going to be consistent. That's the type of stuff that used to give us problems when we played Stanford back in the day, when we played Utah back in the day, when we played those types of teams. Sometimes Oregon State was like that. Back when we were in the Pac-12, those 12 double tight end personnel groupings can give a lot of people fits, and I like that our offense does that, because that's the type of stuff Michigan does, Notre Dame does. Some of our real like heated competition, they like to run that stuff. I want to get us accustomed to that as possible. So it really does help, I think, Jaden with his extra protection, and then there's extra spacing and available spots within the passing concepts.
That Walker Lyons touchdown, that looked like a read option. It looked like it almost looked like a read option, and it looked like he kind of got ready to hand the ball off. I think Jaden Maiava right now is making the right decisions, man. All across the board. We're not seeing like any ill-advised throws. We see a lot of stuff that's just, it looks like he knows where he wants to go with the ball. Coincidentally, Mekhi Lemon appears to be his guy.
Best receiver in the country.
Yeah. Best wide receiver, him and Jacoby Lane easily.
Yeah.
And we stated this plenty of times before, the best wide receiver duo in the country.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when I say best wide receiver in the country, I mean he's the most open, most available receiver in the country.
The yak yards, though. The yak yards got to be like he wants.
Yeah, he's always there. He's always open. He's like 7-Eleven. He's open.
He's always open. He's creating that space, though. A lot of people take that for granted, but he's definitely creating that space. So overall, when you look at it, the offensive line, man, what kind of grade do you give them? Like I said, Michael Benuela's got to start at the right guard spot, which I thought he did a phenomenal job. And he looked, and by the way, Justin, I don't know if anybody saw what Justin did against, he blocked somebody, the linebacker, man. He just put him on his behind. But Justin looked good. A lot of these guys, Elijah Page, they all look good.
Hey, on that, you're talking about on Wayman's run.
Yeah.
Running, but then Justin tripped and fell after. Like, is that did Justin wear 74 or 72? I can't remember.
What number is he?
You know what? I'll put you on the spot. My bad.
No. You good. I can't remember what number he is.
I think it is 74. And he cracked this dude. He put
him on his behind, man.
Waymo ran and then like he was like kind of celebrating and he stumbled and fell. He did like the slip and slide after he popped the dude. I was like, hey, bro, I like it. He not used to running that far down the field. But man, what I love was when our offensive players get the ball, there is a convoy of Trojans sprinting downfield to make plays. It's like it's literally like everybody's to the races to make downfield blocks.
Oh yeah, he's 74.
Yep, that was Justin. Justin smacked this dude.
Yeah.
Laid him out clean. I mean, dropped him. Jordan bursted off of him. It was either Jordan or Eli. I can't remember, but I believe it was Wayman on that play. And then he was kind of celebrating a little bit, and then he stumbled and fell and did like the slip and slide on his belly. And I was like, yo, that's a big old boy moving that fast, bro. I love it. I love it. It was fun. It was fun to see Coach trust his running backs and not get away from the rushing attack. It was great to see our offensive line impose their will. I gave them a solid B, actually, not a B plus, not an A, anything of that nature. I gave them a B because
the O-line. The
O-line.
Okay.
I personally gave them a B. Just there was some things that we're going to need to clean up. There was some leakages. I like that we played another clean game. I don't think there was any like false starts. We were really patient.
Right.
You know, that's the type of thing I'm looking for in this early phase of the season. I just want to see us play a really like duplicatable, clean kind of the word I'm looking for is predictable.
Right.
I want our offensive productivity to be predictably clean and high execution.
No, so you give them a B. Wide receivers.
Oh, they definitely get an A+.
They get an A+. Absolutely. Running backs, hey, we might as well give them an
Who
A+.
dropped the ball? Did we have any drops? I don't remember. There was some not ideal passes.
No, I don't. Not that I can recall, but I think everybody did a phenomenal job, and I think, I mean, even with the tight ends, I'm giving them an A+. I don't think anybody dropped the ball. Running backs, yeah, running backs.
I can only give them a B because we put one on the ground and it was a turnover. So I got to give them a B on that.
I think he made up for it though.
Nah, you don't never make.
I know you don't put the ball on the ground, but
nope.
But here's the thing.
Nope.
I'm giving him an A-.
No.
Because here's what I'm gonna tell you why. Because if they didn't run the way he did, Raymond Jordan had 162 yards, 63 yards.
Yep.
And my thing is, you don't put the ball on the ground. I like the fact that Lincoln Riley trusted him to go right back in there, and he moved the groove, scored a touchdown up the sideline. You played in the game with Reggie Bush, scored that touchdown against Texas going up the sideline. Raymond Jordan tried to pull one of them numbers yesterday, go up the sideline and do a dive. He get an A-. He get an A-. He would have got the running back group as a whole get an A-. But because of the fumble, I'm gonna say A-. But other than that, man, they were phenomenal, man. All of them, the freshmen.
I do believe they were phenomenal. I really, really believe they were phenomenal.
I feel you though. I understand.
Play calling was phenomenal. At this early juncture of the season, what I'll say is you can have a running back rush for 380 yards and he fumbles the ball.
And ain't a good look.
No.
To do extra work for that.
It's not even that. And I'm not going to be too hard on Wayman because I think that he did have two hands on the ball, but the helmet it perfectly hit the ball.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It wasn't like he was running reckless where the ball was out. He had two hands and he took contact, but the helmet actually hit exactly on the head of the ball underneath his hands. So here's what I'm going to say. And I've been a part of games like this at every level. I've had running backs go for crazy, rush for like almost 190, close to 200, 3 touchdowns. And the game was really tight and they fumbled and it gave the other team a chance to beat them.
No, I agree with that.
So one fumble, one turnover in conference play could be the difference in a whole lot of heartbreak or a whole lot of celebration. And so if there was ever going to be a fumble this season, I prefer it to be right then in that moment. I'm glad to see what our defense, how they would respond in a quick turnover like that. I think we could have pitched them out, but I liked, and we'll get there, but I like being able to see how our team responded overall and more so how the coaches handled their play calling as a result.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So either way, we know that they moved the group. So tight ends.
I gave them an A.
I gave them an A. I gave them an A as well. They blocked well. They caught the ball well. I think they did some incredible things. Okay, so moving on to the defensive side of the ball. We're gonna talk about this. We will. We want to save this right here for last. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna point out some good things real quick before. Shout out my guy D Nick, the Carlos Nicholson, man. He came through, made a phenomenal play. I think Desmond Stevens' back was turned. Nice interception, man. Shout out to Cameron Fountain, had a nice little sack. Shout out to Anthony Lucas for 2 sacks. Hadn't had a sack ever in his career. Big shout out to them. So
I think EG got a sack too. I think Eric Gentry, they gave him a sack.
Okay, I got to double check that.
We had 4 total sacks. So Cam had 1, Anthony Lucas had 2,
two.
and I think they gave EG the 4th one.
Okay. Let me
I could be
okay. No,
wrong,
I believe you.
but I
I
believe
believe you
you.
on that. So overall, man, let's let's talk about this defense.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say about the defense.
We're gonna go position by position, but overall, your thoughts first, and then position by position.
My overall thought was it was disappointing.
Okay.
It was disappointing because I thought we had a personnel advantage.
EG did have a sack. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Congrats on that sack, EG. And I'm gonna say it was disappointing for me only because I just love these dudes so much. I believe in them so much that every non-ideal play, I'm grading them on such a weighted scale. Like, I don't know how they're gonna ever fulfill my expectations. I don't think it's possible because because I don't want the offense to move a centimeter. Like, I can't stand the offense when we're on defense. I cannot stand anybody moving the ball on us. So I'm gonna say it was disappointing because of how many free yards we gave them.
Yeah.
There was 93 yards in defensive penalties, essentially. That's almost 100 yards of free real estate that was awarded to the opponent that was, no disrespect, but inferior. I mean, that's an inferior opponent. But you give an opponent like that extra batteries and extra belief when you reward them. We let them off the hook too many times. And I don't know what this was with these hands in the face. That's like the most I've ever heard of an officiating crew calling hands to the face. So that was weird. And then some of those pass interference calls, whether they were merited or not, which I don't think most of them were, we got to find a way to avoid that. So those are self-inflicted wounds. And I think as a result of some of how the game was going, I saw some little trends from the last couple of years creep in of guys wanting to play a little bit outside of themselves to overcompensate for some of the extra stuff that was going on. Like
absolutely.
You see guys playing too fast where they're running past their gap and getting washed by. You see guys getting their eyes in the wrong hole, in run responsibility. Their eyes are in the wrong gap in some of their fits. I think that's a byproduct of having a heavy rotation of bodies and just trying to get the young men reps, which I'm very supportive of. I just don't like to see anybody run the ball on us. And I definitely don't like to see our secondary get beat on 2 inside slot fades, regardless of whether it was a blown assignment, miscommunication, whether it's the personnel groupings aren't accustomed to being matched up with one another. I don't care. If you got that Cardinal and gold out there, it's plug and play for anybody. If you wear Cardinal and gold, it's plug and play for anybody. Again, I could be being hypocritical because I've been in those situations and I do know how challenging it is, to just kind of rotate in and out and try to find rhythm in that nature. If it was going to happen, I'm glad it's happening now so we can get it on film and have Coach T. Reed, Coach Lynn, and Coach Belk get that stuff ironed out within the secondary. So
I think some of those are fixable. Hey, shout out to Phil. Hey, Phil, how you doing, man? Hey, look, are you on that boat? I know we wanted to get it going last week. I want to see you on that boat. You says defense left me feeling that we should have locked down Georgia Southern. Absolutely. Hey, Phil, I got love for you
Phil,
too, my man.
I miss Phil. That's
I don't
my
know if
dude.
you guys. Yeah, that's my guy. Last year he was in the marina, and we broadcast live from the boat. So big shout out to Phil. So here's the thing. So we'll start talking about position group by position group. We'll start off with the D line and what we thought about them. I like what I saw from Floyd Boucard. I even like what I saw of Jakeem Stewart coming in. Overall, man, like, what's the letter grade? And we just gonna put them all together: the D tackles, nose tackles, and the edge guys. What's the letter grade we want to do with them as far as what they did last night?
Okay. So of course I'm being extra hard on the D line. I think maybe unjustifiably too hard, but I'm gonna give them a C plus actually, because we did cause enough disruption to get. I think we had 8 tackles for loss.
Right. And the sacks,
and the 4 sacks. So I mean, we're dang near, almost close to half of what we got last year. Last year we had 21 total sacks.
Right.
Well, we had 5 last week. We have 9 total sacks now. I think that's in 2 games. I think that's pretty exceptional stat. I would imagine that we're somewhere in the top 15, top 20% in the country overall. So what I will say is the reason I'm giving us a C or a C plus is just because I saw us lose some of our eyes, and I saw offensive linemen being able to turn our shoulder pads and prevent us from having sound gap integrity. That's the only reason. So
that's to me, that was more the issue. It was the gap integrity, I think, more so from the linebackers.
The linebackers seem to just be, I don't know. Sometimes it was just hit or miss. Like
I'm gonna tell you, I felt like the D line was getting a pushback enough to where these guys, they just had to be a little bit more disciplined. I'm gonna tell you what I saw too, as it relates to the linebackers.
I would like to hear your point.
I did see Jaden Walker when it seemed like, I don't like to compare, but it seemed like when he came in the game, I saw a little bit of a switch as far as gap integrity. I saw the D line getting a pushback, and it seemed like some of the linebackers that started out, it seemed like it wasn't the gap integrity. Then when Jaden Walker came in there, I just saw him pursue different. And as a result, it just to me, it looked like maybe the D line was doing what they were supposed to do because they did get the 4 sacks or the 3 sacks, but then maybe we then kind of hit it on all strides with the linebacker play. I just kind of see it that way. No disrespect. If you guys are watching, no disrespect. It's something that we can clean up. We can clean up. But that's the way I kind of saw it. I saw it as if, the linebackers might have not had the gap integrity the right way. But whereas I saw Anthony Beavers and Jaden Walker both come in there looking kind of explosive at the linebacker spot.
I saw that too.
That's kind of what I saw.
I agree with you. There was a lot of plays that Desmond made some great plays. Desmond Stevens made some great plays. I think he was doing really well in some of his coverage drops. There was one play where they were finding the seam routes pretty well, matching up against our linebackers' aggression. And I know all that stuff is correctable. Here's the one thing that is super encouraging that I really, really can say. I'm happy because last couple seasons, I thought we just didn't have personnel to do some of the things that we expected them to do in regards to what was necessary for Big Ten play. We just didn't have the depth or the bodies or the experience. But what I saw last night, it was not for lack of personnel. It was just things that are coachable.
Yeah. Maybe some undisciplined stuff.
A little bit of eye discipline stuff. And like one of them, I mean, bro, no, I love him so much. But I think it was the tight end, or they like those bunch sets are giving us a little bit of confusion, or where it's like two receivers, one type of back offset off to the outside of the line of scrimmage, or a tight end, or just a flanker type, and then they run and they do like little switch concepts. So, some of those are getting us our eyes lost, and the linebacker was like, "My bad, that's me." So the fact that we do know and we can identify, because I think he just got his eyes caught in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we do know what's going on and all that stuff is coachable, and we can clean that stuff up. That makes me excited. Whereas before, I really was just like, gosh, the guys we got trying to cover these dudes, there's a talent gap there for what I can perceive. There just isn't enough foot speed or physicality back last season. But right now, I'm like, every single thing that we did wrong defensively was all coachable. I'm upset that it happened. So I'm not gonna sunshine pump on that. I'm really upset, and I know nobody's more upset than the players themselves because they know what's up. Nobody's more upset than the D coordinator with some of the things that he knows he's coached on, for the guys. But at the same time, we really beat them by 39, almost 40 points. So I can't be too like.
And we held them to 20 points, but you
Yeah.
still don't want to. And yes, now Georgia Southern is a Division I school. I mean, it's not like they did. They have some athletes out there. It's not like they're the Bad News Bears. I mean, just forever. They did come out there, yeah, but yes, we expect way more. And by the way, Missouri State did beat Marshall, who played Georgia the week before, and Georgia couldn't put 45 points on them. But I'm just saying, if that gives you something to think about. John, what's up, man? You said J and J Walker. At the first thought, I was throwing. No. At the first thought, I thought we were throwing, but I was wrong. What stood out to me, the amounts of substitution going on seemed like nearly every play on defense. And here's the thing. This is what I want everybody to understand too. Thank you, John. These first two games gives us the opportunity to get a feel for who's going to do what. If you notice, as I stated yesterday in the live, we saw 4 defensive ends in at the same time at one point, whether it's Anthony Lucas, Braylon Shelby, Cam Fountain. We saw those guys in there. Right now, they're getting a feel for everything. I believe they're going to ramp it up. There's a couple guys that made some good points. Facts. I believe there's going to be a ramp up. But right now, it's some mixing and matching, and we're going to see what's what. But as far as some of these statements right here that people are saying, where is it at? Where did I see it? They said our defensive line is not. I don't think our defensive line is not good. I think we have a good defensive line. I think they're mixing and matching. I just think you have to know what you're looking at. Jay, can you explain when we talk about when you know what you're looking at? Absolutely. Because people are watching, but they're not watching. You got to really understand what you're looking at from a football perspective.
Correct. So here's what I do know. I do know that we have personnel groupings that are uniquely geared to stop the run, stop interior runs. We have personnel groupings that are designed to stop like spread rushing attacks. We have personnel groupings that are designed to stop offensive weapons that are just like spread passing the ball attacks, RPO types of attack, that's run pass options. These two games, you have to use them like preseason opportunities to get athletes depth in reps. You need guys to be ready for the tumult of this season, because the crazy thing is guys are going to get hurt. It's just the nature of the game. And the more you can get guys and force feed them reps, the better we're going to be overall. So it's called, in my opinion, addition by subtraction. And what I mean by that is you add to the quality of the team by putting more bodies in the game so that they get more experience and accustomed to playing with one another.
And that doesn't come from practice. I mean, you get a certain level of practice. You can't duplicate that.
Now, what you subtract is most ideal personnel groupings, right, which gives us the best competitive opportunities in a game. But that doesn't necessarily help you for the future as you move forward. So this is a form of addition by subtraction. You basically take away what you know is going to work at all times, and you try and experiment with other body types in the case that you need them in other critical moments, and that they're prepared. They're not gun shy. One thing that was abundantly clear was we did not travel well last season. And now as we go into Big 10 play next week, I feel super confident that 99% of our team has game experience.
Absolutely.
They have played, and that the crowd noise is not going to rattle them their first time touching the field. They are going to have the game time experience. And sometimes you do sacrifice like the more stoutness of a unit or the more polarizing attack of a unit to get guys in and out so that they can get game reps. These are critical moments. And before you choose who's going to redshirt, you want to let these guys get their 4 games in or their 3 games, because each athlete gets 3 games, to play early before they don't get to play much at all, and then they might be able to play again at the bowl season without sacrificing a red shirt. So that's 4 total games a season before they have to, they can sacrifice their red shirt or something of that nature. The rules have changed a little bit since I played, but it's something of that nature. What I want to say is, I do know that the coaches were very conscious on getting reps. Look how many reps Kevin Longstreet got.
Yeah.
Look how many reps he played mostly the whole thing, which I mean, I think he did a great job. Ideally, I don't know if that's who we all thought was going to be a featured player. I mean, coming from Texas A&M, that's Hassan Longstreet's older brother. He's a
yeah.
Go ahead.
I kind of think he may be he's a baller. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he is.
But here's what I want to see though, or I think that we might want to see. Kamari Ramsey, man, I just think the way he diagnosed plays at the safety spot and the way how aggressive he is and being the captain of the defense. Well, like, what's your thoughts on that? We gotta get a letter. So you gave a letter grade for the defensive line, but I guess let's move to the safeties real quick while we're here. What's your thoughts on Kamari Ramsey?
We gave up 2 of our safeties. Well, I'm not gonna say 2. One of our safeties, even though it was a blown assignment, got beat for a touchdown. It was a slot fade. All right.
Yeah. You're talking about the first one, 19.
Yep. So Fitz, it was just a miscommunication. That's what it was. You could tell that.
Are you talking about the first one, or are you talking about the one that was in because it was 2, right?
It was 2, but they scored 3 passing touchdowns on us.
But the first one he had is almost like his back was completely turned, right?
Yep. So that's one TD. And
no, so you felt like that was miscommunication on that one? No.
He knew he was in good. Honestly, he just kept his eyes in the backfield too long from what I saw. He didn't man turn quick enough in his coverage.
That's the one I felt like he kept his. I'm talking about that one. I felt like he kept his eyes in the backfield.
Backfield.
The first one though, his back was turned, and I felt like all he had to do was kind of turn around, or or follow the receiver's eyes and just turn around and track the ball, opposed to just having his back turned. So the one with the backfield part, to me, I thought it was that second one where he, like, for that split second, he took a peek.
That's right.
And when he looked, that's when the guy, he just kind of got gone with it, and he lost track of the guy.
Yeah, and that receiver used to play for Auburn. I think he was good. Number 4. Can't remember.
They got a couple players that transfer from some other places. He's
a SEC, big body receiver, and he had a great game. Here's all I'm gonna say. All that stuff is coachable. I don't think that we get beat like that consistently all season long. But out of the entire team, I graded the safeties the lowest. I'm with you though. I'm with you. I graded the safeties the lowest. Unfortunately, Kamari, even though he played really well, he's a part of the safety. He's a core safety player. So and who am I to judge these dudes? I'm old. I'm washed up. All these young dudes would smack me up right now if I was on the field. But I do know what they're capable of. These guys know how much I love them and how much I have a very high belief system in them. I know Bishop Fitzgerald is excited to play again next week. I know he wants them to try him on those same routes again.
And they're going to see that stuff on film. They're going to correct. Those are correctable things.
And he's going to make them pay for it as well. I do know that. So I gave the safeties a C-. I can't give them a D because there was too many other great things that they did coming down and run support.
We ain't giving no D's. D's for the devil, man. We ain't doing it. We're not doing it, bro. Hey, Jay, D for the devil. I'm not even trying. Hey, bro, I'm not even trying to hear no D. Get the D out of here. Hey, we are doing that today, Jay. We're not doing it. Hey, I'm not. You can do that, but I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Stop the show.
We're not going to even try to attempt. Don't even try to attempt to do that one. We're not even going to try that. Hey, man. Nobody get a D, man. These dudes, phenomenal athletes, man. I'm telling you. We're going to give you.
I'm going to give you a
I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
He's for the devil. All right, guys. I'm back. I was lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Well, I gave him a C minus.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta track the ball different, man. You know, I mean, you just gotta track it different. And to me, if anything, it speaks more to how great of athletes like Kamari Ramsey. He could have went to the draft. He could have been. He could have been balling. He could have been doing the same thing Jalen Smith is doing right now, but he chose to come back. So salute to him. So I'm saying that to say he has the capability of being one of the best players. He is one of the best players on the field. Hands down. And I don't care what team comes on the field. Kamari Ramsey is one of the best players on the field. Whether it's our team, whether it's Penn State, whoever you want to call. So, and Bishop Fitzgerald, I believe he's going to correct those things, man. So, yeah, that's where we are with the safeties. Oh, go ahead, John.
All coachable, all stuff. Like, Fitz knows what's up. He knows what's up. I mean, that's a very talented. He's a top 2-day pick safety, in my opinion, and it's only going to get better. When we do play teams that are more pass oriented, I do really believe that this secondary is going to make them pay for that.
Yeah.
Especially once we kind of zero in on who our primary defensive backfield is. That was a heavy rotation day. So many guys got to play. I really didn't see DJ Harvey play much. That was a little questioning. I mean, because he didn't get to start this week. From what I noticed,
he played. I
didn't see him play much.
Yeah. I don't remember. I know Chasen Johnson got in there.
Yeah. It's good.
Of course, Carlos Nicholson. He made himself very, very known with that interception. I did think Braylon Conley and Marcellus Williams balled out. I think those two look extremely. Look, if they freshmen, they just getting it in, man. But both of those two, number 22 and number 25. They look good, man. So where do you rate this? We kind of going. Where do you rate this? This cornerback room. We 47 minutes. We haven't even taken no calls yet. We'll take some calls, but sometimes we just got to chop it up.
So look, I say that the corners, I gave them a B plus.
Me too. Yeah, I'm with you on that. With you on that. They get a B plus. Let's go. Did we give a grade for the linebackers? No.
Nah.
I'm gonna let you get all that.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna let you do that. What you think the linebacker? Let me.
Our linebackers, they get a C minus as well, just like the safeties. So it's the safeties and the linebackers. It's just those small coverage principles where they're losing their eyes by being so. They want to come downhill. Georgia Southern is not much of a passing team, not much. So the fact that they do got trick plays. That's what I loved, is that we did not get fooled by any of their trickery. And that's what they wanted to do. We just got beat by blown coverage assignments. We didn't get beat by them. Like, their receiver was so good. He routed us up, got us on our heels, and, burnt us. No, that stuff didn't happen. It was simply looking at the wrong spot at the wrong time. So, again, all correctable.
So I'm with you on the linebackers, but salute to Anthony Beavers and salute to Jameer Roberts. Salute to Jaden Walker, specifically him too. I think those guys. Yeah, you're right. Jay Walk, absolutely, man.
Jay Walk,
absolutely. Jay, he balled out, man. I mean, I really like his presence, man, and what he's doing. And like I said, I think they're doing some mix and matching right now. And by the time Big Ten play comes, we may see some different guys in there. Who knows? But the way some of these guys are playing right now, I think it's straight up go time with them, man. So look, we get ready to open the lines up. The link is in there, man. We're 49 minutes in, and we want to try to keep it under an hour. So look, you guys tap in, man. Anybody who got any questions? Hey, shout out to Keith. Keith said still filling out personnel. I totally agree. You don't know what you have, or better still, filling out a hunch. Nothing works without trial and error. I totally agree. And that's what we kind of said the same thing. It's not until you get out there, man, where you actually know what's happening. Yeah. So if you guys got any questions, man, you guys can come on in and let us know. The first caller. Let's see. Let's go. Leon.
Hey. Jay Walk.
What up?
Jay, what's popping?
What up, Leon? Good to hear you, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Jay Walk, I'm gonna take that $20 for that interview last week, bro. Just go ahead and send it to the cash app.
Hey, cash up that boy, man.
Hey, USCJ, they don't know that, you know what I mean? You got to reach all the way to Florida, you know what I mean? You got people at games and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Hey,
absolutely.
I really appreciated that because, you know, that was my real coach, man. Like, that dude came to my living room, sat down, told me, man, I appreciated that, Lee. You don't even know, man. I was talking about some of my partners, like, man, I got to see Coach O. Even though he was, you know, he was wild. That boy was wild. And he used to give me headaches in practice, but I still have a great deal of respect and love and appreciation for him coming to my high school and pulling me out the gutter, man. So I'm grateful for that.
I'm glad y'all just got me on, man. I'm sitting there like, yo, man, USCJ, open the line, let your boy on real quick, man. Before you walk away.
We just chopping it up, man.
Hey, we gotta chop it up. We gotta get his commentary real quick and talk about this game, man. And hey, so yeah, you gave some incredible comments last night, though. And you gave some very thoughtful comments last night. I really appreciate. I don't know if Jay Walker remember, but man, you can kind of just tell us what you said, and we'll try to move on with these comments because I know they're coming in these guests down here. I see them down here in the chat. It's a bunch of them. But what's your overall thoughts again?
No, I'm just saying. Last night I said that I think people need to be a little bit patient with the defense. We see that Coach Lynn is rotating a bunch of different guys in there, trying to figure out who they want to use and what packages and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, like Jay Walt talked about, you know, just a couple things with the secondary. You know, we got the guys that were making mistakes are brand new to the system, and it was just like a lack of communication. You know what I mean?
Right.
And same thing with the defensive line, rotating so many guys in, you know, kind of losing gap integrity a little bit. Linebackers maybe not filling as fast as they should. But the main thing I think is USC fans need to just be patient, stop whining, and continue to back the team, and they're gonna be okay, man.
I'm with you 100% on that, man.
And the offense looks really, really good. Jaden Mayava, #1 quarterback in the country. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, listen. We tried to tell people this stuff last year about Jaden Mayava. He's doing some phenomenal yards. He has some phenomenal yards. Over 700 yards of offense, man. Jaden Mayava thrown up, first 400-yard game. I think he's looking very poised. He looks peaceful. I can say that. He looks very peaceful on the field right now, very comfortable, and he doesn't look like he's in panic mode at all.
Yeah, and just one more thing. People take a look at all the players that have been in the system for multiple years. They all look comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Look at Braylon Conley. Look at Marcellus Williams. Look at Jaden Walker. Look at all these guys that been in the system, getting developed, and they're looking comfortable. They're making plays. They don't look like the moment's too big. So, man, we good, yo. We real good. And we got depth this year on both sides of the ball. The running back room looking really, really good. I think we like 5 deep. Yo, man, we all right. We gonna be all right.
That's a great take, Leon. That's a really great take.
Yeah, Leon be coming with it. Your boy from your part of the world, man. Well, he's from the DMV, but that's still kind of closer to you, where you were originally from. Harry Dalton, man. I thought he was little baby Wayman Jordan out there, man.
He got in there, and I'm thinking about USC, my man out there moving and grooving out that joint, man.
Yeah. He was getting it in. All of them.
And one more thing, King Miller, they need to get that boy that scholarship, and he need to get some more touches too.
He's a problem. Yeah, he's so smooth with it.
He's a headache.
He's so smooth with it. I love what I see from King Miller.
Yeah, but USCJ, I'm gonna drop off, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. If it gets slow, I'll come back.
Okay, that'll work. All right, fight on. All right, Stefan.
What up, fellas? What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
All right, man. How you doing?
Oh man, shit, just hanging in there, man. I just had if one gripe. If I had anything, I just like. I know oh boy, was just saying about being patient with the defense, but yeah, I just tighten up on defense. That's it. Just we can't be getting gashed like that. Letting these I'm not gonna say no name running backs and all this because these dudes trying to fight to probably
Yeah.
to go to another school too. But I mean, just got to tighten up on defense because once we play these big time schools and stuff like that, the Oregons, the Notre Dames and all that, man, we can't let these dudes run the ball like that. You know what I mean? And I get it, trying to get the personnel right and what D'Anton Lynn, what he trying to figure out what he trying to do, what personnel he need to have out there. But I just want to see us tighten up on defense. But overall, I give defense a B minus or whatever. But I feel like we could play better, and hopefully, like I just want to see us getting that backfield, putting pressure on these quarterbacks. I don't want quarterbacks having time to throw the ball down the field and none of that. I want us, play lights out. You know what I mean? So
I agree. I totally agree with you. Everything you said.
That's the one thing that I wanted to see more of, and I agree with that, is less just like traditional third and on schedule type situations. I would love to see like some 3rd and 16s because we killed them on 2nd down. Like those types of things. I think are when we can get to that point, that's where our defense will not just be very capable, but more disruptive, like extremely disruptive, to where the offensive coordinators are afraid to call certain plays because of how fast our defensive line can penetrate and get to that quarterback. So I'm excited for that level of growth once we get the consistency in our rotation.
right. I just want to see the thick of things on because these last 2 games, I'm gonna be honest, it's been kind of a little boring for me because I want to play some competition, man. You know what I mean? And I know we all know what was gonna happen. You know what I mean? And hopefully, how can I say? Because I think Mark, one of the writers for USC, was saying, I watch his show every morning too. He went on 3, I think. Mark something, I forget his name, but
Mark Hogan?
huh?
Is it Mark Hogan, older guy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He basically because they got to give us some love, man. Regardless of you feeling like we ain't played nobody or whatever, we putting up numbers. Our defense is overall, for the most part, is doing what they supposed to do, man. We need to crack that top 25, and they need to stop being biased and whatever. Because at the end of the day, like some people saying that it doesn't matter as long as we take care of business, but it does matter to a certain extent because it's going to be harder for us to crack that top 12. You know what I mean?
And it's hard, and it makes it that much worse. Just for example, if Illinois were to lose, what if they would have lost yesterday? They wouldn't have gave us credit for that one. It's like we would have had to work ourselves up over and over and over again.
Right.
And it's like it really leaves no margin for error. We're already out of the top 25. So what the heck? What do we got to do just to jump all the way up into the top 10? I mean, they want us to darn near be perfect. Really, it's shady, man. It really got me hot because I looked at this top 25 today. The way they're doing it right now, it's shady. Look at Michigan. I mean, look at some of these teams that got blown out, man, and they still got some of these guys in the top 25. It's ridiculous, man.
It's like what we got to do. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. I understand. Like, so coming next week when we play Purdue, if we take care of business, it shouldn't be no reason why we not in the top 25. I don't want to hear no excuses, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no reason why we not. You know what I mean? Because really, we should be in the top 25 now coming into this week, if you ask me. But hopefully, like you said, go ahead.
Definitely. Yeah, we definitely should have been in the top 25 after last weekend, after yesterday's game.
Absolutely.
So let's see what they do, and let's hopefully they stop being biased and stop hating on USC though. And I do want to say one more thing, man. I'm starting to think like I like to watch the games at home now, man. It was cool yesterday. I love how they brought all the high school games, all the high school bands out or whatever from the different schools. That was cool though. That was dope at halftime. But I said I'm gonna stay at home, man.
Hey,
Man, that's boy at that 4:00, that 4:30 starts. I'm like, man, they need to push these games back a little bit more. We was out there baking, and then it finally, the sun's finally set. I was like, yeah, I don't know about coming to. I think I might watch this at home with my chips and dip or something like. But no, fight on, though, fellas. I just want to show y'all some love, man. It's all love, USCJ, J Walk.
Absolutely,
100.
fellas.
All right, yeah.
All right, we got a couple more, and we're gonna take Key.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
What up, KB, big broski?
Hey, listen, that's why you go to the Coliseum at 5 o'clock. The sun is down behind the board, and you don't have to worry about being baked. You gotta time it right, fellas. Hey, how you guys doing, man?
We good.
Oh,
we
man.
good.
Keith,
We good.
you should be out, man. He said, no.
Game start at 4:30.
Oh, man.
Half an hour later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Come on, man. You know how we do, man. You know, the game kick off. You got to let everybody settle. Then you go in there and find your seat. Let the sun set.
You gonna have some dude sitting in your. You gonna have some dude sitting in your seat. You gonna be like, hey, man.
Oh, I might have to worry about that, man. You know how big I am.
I know, bro. I know.
I still got the game day look on my face. What you doing in my seat? Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. Yeah. Did you have
Hey,
a fun game?
Overall, I give the defense a C, man. I looked at the game again last night, and then I looked at it again this morning, and they got to fill them holes, man. Defense got to tighten up. I didn't see enough pressure on the quarterback like you said, Jay Walk. Not enough pressure. I'm high on my D line, but they can do a little better.
Absolutely.
That's okay. You just said it perfect, big bro. They can do a little better.
Yeah.
Whereas last year, I'm like, I don't think they can do much better. That's why we're so excited, because they can do much better. They're
not even at their peak yet, man.
No, they're nowhere near it. So I am excited about the future. We still got some good stuff cooking. It was great to see Jakeem get in there for the first time coming out of the boot. He still looked explosive, and I just know this. As I'm looking at these, like the line stunts, I'm looking at even the defensive calls. It looked like we were playing quite a bit of man-to-man coverage. No real fire zone concepts, the stuff that actually D'Anton Lynn is known for. Those zone pressures. We haven't done any of those. So I'm kind of excited about that we've been using base man-to-man defense and doing what we've done in these last two games. So there's still a lot of meat on the bone, guys. I just want you.
Well, you can't show your hands so early in the card game, now can you?
That's no, right. and Keith, I think it's like I said, it's a lot of mix and matching going on too. They're trying to get a feel for all these players, man. I don't think we're gonna see that much of I think we'll see a rotation, but do you think we're gonna see it like the way we're seeing it now? We're seeing like whole.
You're gonna see the quality players that's been showing promise and effort. It's how much you are around the ball. Like Artie Gigantino told me, it's so much you can do, but as long as you're always around the ball, you fall down, you get up running, you're near the ball. And as long as you're near the ball, things will happen. If you're always near the ball, things are going to happen. The ball may fumble out. You may be the guy to see it, punch it out. Things happen.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, man. Well, it's been about an hour, and I'm getting ready. I got a meeting. I got to go to in about 55 minutes. I'm about to be lost in all the sauce. I'm gonna have to shut this. I'm gonna take one more call. I got one more in here.
Right on. Let's do one more.
Okay, I got one more, and I'm gonna get ready to take this. Let's see, hold on. Christian.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. What up, Jay Walk?
What up,
OG?
What's going on, baby?
Nothing much. Real quick, man, because I know you got to go, man. I went back and watched the game, too. Man, one thing that we didn't give credit for. Clay Helton never had a problem with offense.
No.
When Clay Helton was at USC, our offense was pretty good. You know, the issue was defensively and they were undisciplined. Clay Helton did some good things yesterday in scheme wise that I don't think we're taking into account. For one, did you notice when they started having that sustained success and things on the ground? What he did is after the second drive, he came out and he sped the game up. They started going no huddle because he said, okay, they're trying to substitute all these defensive linemen in per down and distance, right? They have run block, they have run stoppers. They want to go with the bigger lineup. When they want to get a pass rush, they go with the smaller lineup. So what he did is whatever we went out there with, he started speeding it up so that we could not get those players in and out. And so a lot of those gashes and runs where we had our more of our pass rushers in on there and not our big run stoppers. So I think we need to give Clay Helton, you know, he didn't have the firepower to go toe to toe with it, but schematically wise, they made an in-game adjustment that was beautiful. And the second half, we started to account for it a little more. But in the first half, once they went and they started going there no huddle and speeding the game up and not allowing us to get those defensive linemen in and out, especially when we got those big defensive linemen in there, he started airing it out screens and all that to tire them out and not let us get our people in there to switch in and out. So I think we need to give Clay Helton. I know people don't like him. I don't have a problem with him. He didn't hire himself.
No, I don't. I've never. Matter of fact, if you talk to any players, they love Clay Helton. I mean, they absolutely love Clay Helton. I don't understand where the hate is coming from, but I think from a schematic standpoint, we saw some of the same pass plays given up last week against Missouri State. So I just think whether it's my opinion, whether it's Clay Helton or whether it's Missouri State, we just got to tighten up some coverage. Period. And we just have to we gotta stay focused, man, and we just gotta keep our heads on the swivel as it relates to the safeties and the DBs, man, because they look a little bit lost in some of those busted coverages. Even last week we saw. Now Missouri State did put up 500 yards against Marshall yesterday. So I'm just saying we just have to stay a little bit more disciplined. But I understand what you're saying, though, Christian. It's a great point.
Yeah, that's a really great point. And I did notice the tempo switch and the the faster paced offense. They was getting us, trying to beat us to the perimeter. So, they mixed it up a lot, and they do a lot of misdirection RPO type stuff. That was a great, I think, pre-Big Ten taste of some of the styles of offense we will play, minus the fast tempo. But the way that their offensive front attacked us is not too different than like a Minnesota, or not too different from some of the teams that we will play this season. So I liked it. I like that we got a taste.
It's our next two games. Purdue is gonna run the same style offense. Illinois is gonna run the same style offense. So
that's absolutely right. Absolutely.
Those are good. It was a good. And another thing that I was seeing is that the great thing about it is that yesterday, especially defensively wise, wasn't because of a physical thing. It was more of a mental. Right. So we have the players. It's just, are we going to be mentally locked in each play? It's a lot harder to go out there with a team who just physically can't compete. That's not our issue. We're having mental breakdown. A mental breakdown that can be corrected. That can be coached up. Like I was saying last night, Jay. At first I was all about I like having the three safeties on the field: Ramsey at the nickel, Pierce, and Fitzgerald safety.
Yeah.
I think I want to move Ramsey back to that free strong safety.
No, I agree. I definitely agree.
As a communicator to the defense, to have everybody in front of you and to the side of you, it's a lot easier to get people in position and communicate to them as it is if you have to turn around and talk to safeties behind you and things like that, and you got motion and everything going on in front of you. So I think I would like to see Ramsey move as the coach of that defense to move back to his normal safety role and out of the nickel.
I agree.
That's true.
I appreciate those comments, Christian, man. You always on point with it. I got to bounce. I got to drive to where I got to go. And about
be checking your mail, man. Be checking your mail.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I appreciate you, Shelly. Hey, I gotta. Hey, so look, man. Until later on, listen. Hey, Keith, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate everybody for coming in, man. Hate to end it because we got a good little discussion going, but we are out of here, man. I got to drive. I might have to get some gas.
Your mustard is on, bro.
Hey, until later on, listen, man. Everybody stay blessed, man. Fight on.
Fight on. Make sure you subscribe.